Hello, and welcome back to Clay's 50 Film Challenge! My name is Clay Johnson, and I am continuing my 50 Film Challenge with film number 10, The Women, from 1939. I preface that because there was apparently another version in 2008. I have not seen that one, but honestly, after watching this, I don't know how. I wouldn't have tried to remake this. I feel like it says what it says, and it's pretty good for what it is. But that's me. But yeah, so this is a film from 1939, and it stars. It's called The Women. It's based on a play of the same name from actually only 3 years before that, 1936. I believe it's credited as being at least performed for the first time. And it stars among several women, Norma Shearer, Joan Crawford, and Rosalind Russell. The thing that that stuck out to me first and foremost, it's called The Women, and true to form, there is not a single man in the entire piece, which I actually kind of enjoyed. It's makes sense. It's called The Women. It's about women in all shapes and forms. Not even in smaller secondary roles. Several times men are mentioned, but they're only mentioned. They're never seen, which is good because, a lot of times in the majority of things, that's the role the women take, and that's really sad, especially when you've got, women as talented as these. The idea of putting them off to the sidelines or just not seeing them at all is ridiculous. Basically the film is about a woman. I just watched this and suddenly I can't remember names. Mary Haynes, who's played by Norma Shearer, there starts to be gossip that basically her husband is having an affair with Joan Crawford's character, which is Crystal somebody. Sorry, I'm leaving all over the place. They're having an affair, and it just kind of like the first half of the film just kind of deals with her kind of deciding how she feels about that, and kind of she's surrounded by women that are gossiping about it, and talking about it, and blah 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 blah, which is stoked most fervently by Rosalind Russell's character Sylvia, and it's she has to decide what she thinks about that, and she eventually gets a divorce, and it's just kind of dealing with her thoughts and feelings about the whole process and everything that's going on, and her life after. The film, it's a 2-hour film, but it covers like a span of I think like 3 years, and so there's a lot going on. We meet several other characters, and get to hear little things that are happening with them. Lots of other characters. At one point, she goes to Reno, and some of the characters that were with her in her married life are now also getting a divorce, and so they follow her through. We get little snippets of their storylines as well going on. But it definitely focuses mostly on Mary Haynes. It's 1939, so the idea of gender politics and what was expected of men and women is different than it is now. But even beyond that, these these women are presented as strong characters with a will of their own. And the dialogue is, I mean, it's that 1930s and 40s dialogue, that witty banter. It's great stuff. I mean, it's with those types of movies, you can watch them time after time after time and still probably get something new on like a fifth or sixth viewing. And so yeah, I mean, it's a fun film, and it does make you think about the place of women, not just in that time, but now. And the way, and I mean, they mentioned several times, men can get away with this, men can do that, and it's like, oh yeah, wow, we need to think about these types of things. I mean, they were bringing them up in 1939, and people still don't think about them. But yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun film. I enjoyed that dialogue and banter, and it made me think, but at the same time, I was able to have a good time with it as well. So yeah, good film. So I'm gonna give this one 3. I'm gonna give it 3 gossip columns. So yeah, 3 gossip columns. So that is the review of The Women. If you agree with my assessment or disagree, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear you guys' opinions about these movies. So I will be, that is that one, but the next film I will be reviewing is number 11, Down with Love. And I did forget to mention, this film was suggested by Lisa. Sorry, I can't remember your last name, Lisa. Lisa Clark Bagwell. Thank you very much for this suggestion, because it was a great film, and I will see you guys next time.